Hi there, folks, and welcome to the Word Solutions for this week's The Daily Rigour, issue number 252. So, a really cool story to start us off with. So, Mary Marshall has become Scotland's only great-great-great-gran, and this family is one of only a handful across the UK to have six generations alive at the same time. So, what relation is Mary to Carrie Ann? So, Mary's daughter is Rose, Rose's daughter is Cheryl, and Cheryl's daughter is Carrie. So Mary is Rose's mother, Mary is Cheryl's grandmother, and Mary then has to be Carrie's great gran. So that's what relation Mary is to Carrie. So what relation is Tony Lee to Cheryl? So Tony Lee's mum is Carrie, and Carrie's mum is Cheryl. So that means that Tony Lee has got to be the granddaughter of Cheryl. So how old is Tony Lee? Well, it tells us in the story that Mary's 86. She's 18 years older than her daughter, who in turn is 18 years older than her daughter, who in turn is 15 years older than her daughter, and her daughter is 18 years older than Tony Lee herself. So when we do all that subtracting, we find out that the new mum, Tony Lee, is 17 years old, and congratulations from all of us at the Daily Rigour. Okay, so on to our sports story. This certainly made the press conferences quite interesting. So Cristiano Ronaldo famously removed the bottles of Coke from the sponsors at the press conference and held up a bottle of water instead, apparently encouraging people to choose that instead. Whereas Andrei Yarmolenko wanted the bottles right front and centre and made a plea to the sponsors to sponsor him. So a wee bit tongue-in-cheek there. He also proceeded to shuffle the bottles about, as you can see from the photographs. So here's our order: Coke Zero, Coke and Heineken. So if we swap the Coke Zero and the Heineken around, our order would look like this. If we then swap the Heineken with the Coca-Cola, so these two here, it would then look something like this. And then if we swap the Coke Zero with the Coca-Cola, switch these two around, it would look something like this. And then we've got the last of all, we have got the Coke Zero to be swapped with the Heineken. So it would look something like this, given as an order from left to right of Heineken, Coke Zero, and then Coca-Cola. Okay, so on to our business story. So the John Lewis boss says young staff lack basic numeracy skills. Are we going to put up with that, young people? Come on, let's show her how good we are. So from the John Lewis website, we've got this Jean Paul Gaultier eau de toilette, usually costs £72, but it's been reduced by 15% in the current sale. So what's the sale price of this eau de toilette? So we need to work out 15% of £72. Probably best to work out 10% first by dividing by 10 to get £7.20. We can then get 5% by halving the 10%. So if we halve £7.20, we get £3.60. And 15% is just the 10% and the 5% added together. Now this is the discount, so to work out the sale price, we have to take the £10.80 away from the £72, giving us a price of £61.20. Okay, slightly trickier. So this Ted Baker shopper bag was £35, but it's been reduced to £21. So what's the percentage discount? Well, we can work out the discount first of all by doing 35 take away 21, which is 14. So to get the percentage discount, we do the discount divided by what it cost originally. So we're going to divide by 35. This makes it a decimal, so to turn it into a percentage we need to times by 100, and that comes to 40%. Okay, so on to our final story this week, our entertainment story. Obviously you can tell that all at the Daily Rigour are really excited at this film, Indiana Jones 5, being filmed currently in the United Kingdom. So we're going to share with you Harrison Ford's insane, gruelling exercise regime where he cycles 40 miles a day while filming. So how many days of filming would it take him to cycle the 2,102-mile length of the Tour de France? In other words, how many times does 40 go into 2,102? So that's going to be a divide. So that gives us 52.55, so 52 and a bit days. So to answer the question, to give it in full days, we would then need to round up and say that it's going to take him 53 days of filming. But I think he was only there for 5 days in total, and he's now boarded a helicopter down to Pinewood Studios in London. But anyway, folks, there you have it, our What Solutions for this week. We hope you enjoyed solving these problems. Stay tuned for next week's edition, when we're going to be looking at more stories from the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and bye for now.